Benvenuti nella jungle di graffiti. Questo è impostore, rockstar. It's a fake rockstar chat show. We were working on a podcast. I just knew I was about to say it how I wanted to say it. Let's try this again. I just knew. I thought about it too. And that was the point. I thought about it. Welcome to the graffiti jungle. Paolo Pulingue. Benvenuti nella jungle di graffiti. Questo è impostore, rockstar. It's the fake rockstar chat show. Pensieri Tangentiali, formerly known as Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. We be working on a podcast. Sono il tuo capo, Gihareh. Io sono Chief Gihareh Julius Caesar Augustus K. Round. Io sono? Alright. So, one of the ideas was I was gonna make, there was one, okay. Let's take a step. The biggest motivation for the merch designs today was the bandana. That was the biggest inspiration. That was the one I wanted to get done. I wanted to flesh out. So let me just also, as I'm talking about this here, almost placed it right. Yeah. Actually, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. All right. So not only that, this was, it just means something to me, right? So there's the bandana. I put another meme over top of it, so it's gonna whatchamacallit, but it says me and Bailey would have had matching bandanas. I was thinking about what should I call this bandana, right? And I was walking in session 186 and I was like, or I did something I would have thought about. It was, I would have ordered two. If Bailey was here, I would have ordered two. If Bailey was here, I would have ordered two. One for me and one for her. And me and Bailey would have had matching bandanas. So that's the title of this one. That's the title for this one. So let me get a poll going. This on the side, that is a page out of my 9th book. The audiobook for it is linked in the comments on another video. So let's get the poll going. And we got to add that as an option. Merch order. All right, and we can just add that. As far as like the pace of everything, everything is pretty much spaced out. We're working on this. It's coming along pretty well. So I just want to sit here and I'll sit here and talk about, again, why this one was so important. And actually, there's a shirt version of this as well. And I'm gonna tag the shirt version of this. Okay. All right, so one of the things was the motivation for this bandana design. So again, last week or earlier this week, actually, it's Saturday, right? It's Saturday. So Monday this week, the mind space I was in, totally different, just, but I made a call to one of my bros and, sometimes you might ask for something, you get more than what you ask for. And so my bro helped me out, and that's why it was, what else could I do? Another one of the little thoughts I had was, it was a lot of different things going back and forth. One of the thoughts I had was, where can you put money in, spend money, and you get a higher, you get more money than what you put in, right? And this is a thought that I had for session 185. So, shameless plug, my members, I posted session 185 and 186 for my members only. So if you want to join the channel, you can see other content and things like that. But for session 185, I was thinking, where can I spend money and get more back from it, right? And then I was like, stocks and bonds. I was like, but is my company, is my brand a stock that people can purchase? You know? It was that. Is my brand, is my company a stock that people can, buy? Is my company in the stock market? It was like, maybe one day, could be, you know? So that was one. So you can either do stocks or sports betting. And I was like, is my brand stocks or sports betting? And so I've ordered one shirt before. I have two of my shirts and I have one of my hats. And so one of the things was, if I was going to do a shirt, it was, I would need a sand color shirt. Like I ordered two of my black shirts, right? So it would like do something different. Order one of the sand color shirt. Now, when it came down to ordering which shirt I would try to order, it was, I like this one, I like this design, I like that design. And then I was like, I was gonna challenge myself to try to make one shirt that had all of that, right? I like all of these favorite type of designs that I like. But then there were some designs I was like, I don't wanna see this design small here or this design small there. I don't wanna see it. I wanna see that large. It gives epic. It gives, major vibes with it covering the whole back of the shirt. I like that, right? So I didn't want to compromise on that end. As far as the design goes, that was the design, and I did not want to compromise the design. So that was why the shirt was like, for the shirt, that was the option to wear it, and that's where I got stuck. That's why I got stuck on the shirt. Now, when it came down to, okay, shirt, I was like, well, what about hat? The last hat that I ordered, it was the red hat. So it was either, the thing about it was either, okay, I could try to do the black hat. And from there, one of the, as far as aesthetics goes when making videos, the cool thing would have been, okay, I have two shirts and I have one of my red hat and I have one of my black hats. So I can say, I'm gonna wear this hat with this shirt and wear this hat with this shirt. And I could have just switched the vibe up and set it like that, right? So those are these are all the thought process here of trying to get to like, how did I get up here, right? So easiest option, I could have just ordered one of the designs as is, right? I could have just ordered one of the designs as is. Now, from there, one option, I could have just ordered any one of my shirts that I already made. Like I like them, I love them, I like it, like, you know what I'm saying? So there would have been no issue for real. And then from there, thank you. Gracie seems like a woman's name, so thank you. From there, I could have just ordered a shirt. That would have been an easy option. The next option was to design a sand color shirt. That would have been more of a challenge. A sand color shirt. And then when it came down, but the challenge part was me not wanting to compromise on which shirt design I wanted. Then for was it the black? No, then when it came down to hats, it was like, I already have a red one, so I'll go for the black one. The black one, oh, well, now you're blocked for retracting your statements. We stand on business over here. So from there, the black one, I could have ordered a black hat. And then it was still options was ordering a black hat. There was a 3-part, yeah, that would have been, I know which one, black one I would have ordered. And then The other option would have been another thing to go another. So I have 9 books, but I have something for physical evidence. I have a copy of my first 7 books, but I don't have anything for my 9th book, like owning it. So I made some merch. Well, all of my entire 9th book is merch. It is a collection of, you gotta check it out. But it also has the audio. Each shirt page has a link to the audiobook version of it. And then chapter 2, I made some hats for it. So that was another thing when it came down to hats. Get something, because I was looking at all my books that I published, and I was like, I needed something for my 9th book. So that was another thing with that. That's where I got to the point of being stuck as far as like for the hats. One of it was the black hat or another red hat, and the red hat, red or white, and both of the red or white. Like each of the hats I'm saying considering, they're all like, it was hard to choose in between them. So I get to another point of like, right? So then when I was sitting there thinking, it was one of the sessions, I forget which session it was. I think it was like 180. I think the funny part about session 180 was that I did not press record. I was supposed to stream and I did not press stream. That was the funniest thing for 180. So, but while I was sitting there, whatchamacallit, I got to this point of saying, okay, if it's gonna be design something new, right? Like I already have shirts and I already have hats. So it was like, if I was gonna get something new, like could it get pants or shoes, socks? I could have designed something new and just ordered that, right? So it got to the point of, this is how I got to the point of doing a bandana. I was like, this is the thought process. And this is all for session 180. I was like, it's getting cold. So I thought about designing a hoodie, but the hoodie would have cost more. So I'm like, okay, we're not gonna do the hoodie. Then the other thing was, I was sitting here, the next thing I thought about was, well, both of the shirts, right? Because I want to safeguard it and I want to keep it, I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna get the video for it, but I put it in storage to safeguard it so I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like this shirt I wear every day, and it's like I don't mind sweating in it, doing it doesn't matter. But the other shirts I didn't want it to like get that way. Now, from there, what do we have from here? We have the shirt. I wouldn't have worn it that much. I would have worn it just to get a couple of visuals, but I would have just I would have left it in storage. That was one. So hoodie would have been too expensive. And then I was looking at myself and I'm like, oh, right? People either like it or joke it. It doesn't matter, but they notice it. And I wear it every day. And the bandana would be small enough for me to keep with me. So that's how I got to the bandana. And then the other part about the bandana design is the fact that I would have, or whatchamacallit, and then I didn't mind again, like with the shirt, I can make a part of the design large, right? But here, that's not going to be the case, a large design, and then having this mixture of designs on it. So there's one other thing that I thought about with this. So I may make another bandana, but right now I'm at a space where I don't mind. Like, you see what I'm saying? Right now, I don't have, like, again, it's that some people really have, I think Jordan Belfort, you know, who the movie Wolf of Wall Street is based off of, there's this one speech in this video where he says that people have like, it's like a thermometer and people have this angst. And so some people We just want to say like some people get to 75 degrees and then they're comfortable and they just don't, they stop progressing in life. Whereas some people, that temperature is a little bit more higher for them. So they keep growing, then they keep going until it's like 95 degrees, 97 degrees. And they're like, now I can finally, rest, or I can like, I'm okay with maintaining right here, right? So, okay. Now, what else we want to do from here? So, uh, yeah, that's how I get to the bandana. That's how I get to the bandana. Okay. Watch. This is just a little aside, right? Watch this. So what else? Mm, that's how we got to the bandana. I will wear it. Now, it's a couple things that are, I'm looking at it. I looked at it and I saw it on the computer. And this is why I say I may design like one more and try it one more time. So the way I was designing it, mind you, because I'm on my phone, so I'm doing certain things, but I decided to, you'll see it again when I unbox it. So the way I designed it is if you fold it in half along the diagonal, it has a whatchamacallit. If you fold it in half along the diagonal, there's two sets of designs. There's a set of designs on this side, and then there's a set of designs on this side. And so the designs on this side flow this way, and the designs on this side of the diagonal flow the other way. So that if you fold it in half on the diagonal, you'll see, or I'll be able to show you all of these designs. And if I turn it around, I can show you all of those designs when I wrap it up. So that was the thing, right? The only, what I say was like a downfall, it's not a downfall. Like it works for, that's how I designed it. I designed it so it would do that, right? Now the next one was, and again, let me see, does any of them, well, okay, the pitfall of it was that I designed it for here, right? Now, as a bandana up on my head, it won't, all of those will start to look, sort of look upside down. Now, so one of the things was the next design, it'll probably be a little bit more simpler, but it'll be for if I want to here or on my head, that next design is for that. That's what my next design will be for. And I kind of already thought about it. And it's just, because I was sitting there, so you can't see, right now, you're not able to see the actual design. It's underneath that meme, right? But underneath that is like one of the designs, and I'm just going to use that here and here, and I don't have to like flip it or anything. The point of the matter is, when it's folded, I gotta do this right. I just gotta make sure to do it right. Yeah, no, I'm thinking right. I'm thinking right. When it's folded, one of them will look right, so that like when I fold it, it'll be here. The logo should be here, and then the other one will be at a point again when I fold it. I'm trying to just conceptualize in my head, but one, and I think it's simple enough. It's just one here, one there, and so when I fold it, the one that's up here will be so that if you can show it on your head when you wrap it around your head. The one that's down here will be for if you wrap it around here. Well, I don't know if they have whatchamacallits, but we do have it at an option. Now, things are at a thing where it's like, I could just, if somebody, whatever somebody wants, I could just design it, put it up, and, send it straight to them. So this is where I'm at with it. That was my thing for today. Now, other than that, we were able to flush out. I think it was like, I didn't know, I'm not sure how many I actually made. But I can try to like go through here. The one that's tagged, and I had a really great design session to the point where, well, like cleaning up, like there's certain actions to take. Sometimes you like miss on that, miss on this. So one of the things is like, one of the things is like there's a couple steps. So first and foremost, right, would be to make all the designs. That's the first and foremost, make all the designs. The next one would be update. Okay, this shirt goes into this collection. This shirt goes into this collection. There's that. That's another step. Then another step is to just, this is the first image that's shown. This is the first image that's shown. Like doing that. Like those are like the small things, but the small things, you know what I'm saying, matter. The aesthetics, all of that. Never had seen of it. The crazy connection. Ex's mom's brother. Crazy connection. So yeah, now I'm about to journal. Even paying homage, Pokemon 1, 2, and 3, Gen 1, 2, 3, one for each one of them. So like it's a separate, like Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and then Gen 1 and 3. But no, Gen 2 and 3 on the front, Gen 1 on the back, pay homage. So now I'm about to just journal. Cause I was, bro, you know, like Christmas, you just be up, bro. It took me a little while to go to sleep. I just kept thinking about making this order. I had the design first. It was just, and me just sitting on this design, bro. Man, it was like, bro, I got this design. I'm ready to do this. I gotta wait, bro. I was about to just wait up. I was about to just pull an all-nighter, but I mean, I'd be up all night anyway. I guess an all-dayer. I was about to just stay up longer than normal just to get it done and make it done early, but it's whatever. 181. Yeah, no, we was already at 182. So 183, 184, 185, 186. So one of the other things was, since I wasn't able to do like the 5 a.m. walks, it was like I still did it. So session 183, but it was like, again, trying to save memory and not do too much. It was like, just make this and then boom. So session 183 and 184 was the 5 a.m. walk. It's a short. Well, I was like, I don't want to make this a short. So I did it into the 16:9 ratio. And then just that. But that's for my members only. And then okay. And then 185 and 86. Again, I didn't have to, but I was just like still going. It was cold this morning, so I was like, let me just keep going. For session 185, it was just, I think the funny thing about, I came back and loaded those up. Session 185, the whatchamacallit, I had used it a couple times, but I would have to go to my storage unit to get some more whatchamacallit. I actually pretty liked it. The other one like looks cooler, but the other one, you gotta watch some of my older videos. I may like come back and I may make a video with them together. But one of them looked like, if you play Call of Duty Zombies, and then like if you get far, and then whatchamacallit, chainmail tapestry. I actually want to make a tapestry shirt. I want a tapestry design shirt. Like that had motivated me a couple times. I saw this Scream shirt that somebody was selling, and they sold that. Like he sold. I wanted to get his shirt. I was like, bro, would you sell it for 120? He was like, he was like, if I sell it for 120, I'm gonna sell out too fast. It's gonna take a long time to re-up and this time the third. He was like, if I sell it at 160, then it sells slower, and then it just. But I'm also still with the profit margins, and then able to order more and this time the third. That just made me remind me of that. So 185 was just the one jump losing flame, and then so I had to switch back to the Zippo. 186. Um, oh man, that should be something. I gotta look at then. That's how you get somebody to watch something right there. I gotta see. I like the idea like Primal. The last well, see that's another thing. The last time somebody said this, it was Primal. I don't like the animation style on Primal. Primal has lazy animation. Tarzan came out in 1999. Primal came out in 2019. Tarzan not anime, but it looked way better. And if y'all gonna be in the jungle, there's no reason that. So I might look at it. I'll give it one shot. I gave Primal 10 minutes, and I was like, I can't do this. Can't go. Why is this stuff whatchamacallit? Um, but yeah, I gotta figure out what that is. Now my last one was the for session 183 and 184. That's when I had the idea like, what can you put your money into and get that return in investment? And it was like, if stocks, but I was like, is my brand, is my company in the stock market? Is my company, is my brand in the stock market for people to invest in? I said that. And then 184 was just ending, switching from there to there, and ended with another one. And then 185 was that switch with like the one ran out of fuel. And then 186, does money grow on trees? Well, if it doesn't, then where does it grow? And because like that can be annoying. Somebody be like, money don't grow on trees, but then it's like they tell you that paper come from trees. So it's like money don't grow on trees, but neither do tables and chairs. You see what I'm saying? Paper don't grow on trees, but they don't tell you money don't grow on trees. So where does money grow? And if money don't grow nowhere, then stop saying that. Like, see, you see what I'm saying? So that's my one jump call it. That was session 186. Um, yeah, so that's that. Money grows on the back of most, actually. I ordered some more of my merch. It's an amazing day. I designed some merch and I ordered this thing. I was about to order the hat and the whatchamacallit. The paper is a certain percentage moth wings. Can't prove or disprove it. Just let's take it as factual. um, it was cold this morning. It was cold this morning. It's Saturday. Hope everybody's having a blessed Saturday, though. I'm having a blessed Saturday. Hope everybody else is too. If not for nothing, you opened your eyes, right? Open my eyes. I'm awake. I'm alive. Bare minimum. I'm breathing. I don't know. Like, bro, that'd be crazy. Is that like a small fact? Is that a small fact? All right, we'll see. Um, but, but on Thursday, hopefully that'll be something to look forward to. I appreciate if if not for nothing, I know life happens. I know priorities change. So life happens, priority changes, and so I at least say that I appreciate you making that comment then. Now, now what else we want to do from here? There was that I for a long time I was sitting there thinking about the designs, and that's why I also thought about the other bandana design I'm gonna do. And so that's one. And then let me see. I'm not gonna forget the other bandana design. It's just a matter of doing it. Uh, what else do I want to say here? See, I'm just trying to with the rest of the day. Oh, so the other thing was like the reason I wasn't able to make the design and do the order yesterday was because I didn't wake up in time. All right, top tier. Um, in Jersey, in New York, I just something's in my mind's not registering because I feel like one of them is called Crown Chicken. I'm not sure if it's in Jersey or New York. Somebody changes the name of it and they call it something else, but it's still the same company, brand, chain. You order some fried wings from there, and then they toss it in they barbecue sauce. Those is the best wings, bro. Those is the best wings. I'm missing those wings. Just saying it right there, I was almost able to smell them. You get a box of wing and fries, bro. That's my goal in life, bro, to go back there, bro. I missed them. I missed them wings and fries, bro. All right, not from there. Oh, so I'm not sure what time I woke up, but like I usually don't sleep all the way through. So I just knew that. I just told myself this time because I was so excited, I was willing to like even if I only got because sometimes I might fall asleep and then wake up 2 hours later. I was like, if that happens, I don't care. I'm just getting up. I'm running for flats only. I'm I'll be the person, whatchamacallit, to go on the other side. Drums is better than flats, bro. When flats, pause when I say this. The flat wings is not enough meat on the flat wings. Pause, bro. Pause. But that's one. They too much work. No, bro. The drums is where it's at, bro. The drums is where it's at. Unbreaded is crazy. It's diabolical. Unbreaded, bro. Come down, they be like, bro, fried hard. No, pause on all that, bro. Anyway, good to see. But so the thing was, I did wake up and I didn't check the time initially. I don't know, maybe. I did get. I woke up and I didn't check the time initially, but I was laying there because I was like, nah, I'm not about to whatchamacallit. I ain't setting no alarm. I'm just going. So it was going back and forth. Yeah, yeah, it's like, yeah, you got it, whatchamacallit, but the drums is way better, bro. Less work and like, bro, bro, the drums is way better, bro. I don't know what the whatchamacallit is. The fascination. This I don't know. It's not as bad. You know, people be rage baiting. You know when people say that pizza is on pineapples, rage bait. You fall for it every time. I know you're rage baiting because pineapple don't go on pizza. But I feel like when people say flats is over drums, I feel like that's almost rage baiting. Almost. Some people actually genuinely do. Like flats. Some people actually genuinely do. But other than that, I'm like, no, bro. Because it wouldn't be this much of a whatchamacallit. You know it's rage baiting. You know that's how you know it's a whatchamacallit. Because people come up like, bro, yeah. None. Good food. Don't need none of that extra stuff, bro. I don't do ranch or blue cheese. I don't need that. Since we talking about wings, Hooters, such a great business concept. If your chest don't touch the wall before your nose does, you're not getting hired. I love it. Hooters has such a great concept. Okay, what I'm trying to say. I don't know what time I originally woke up. I'm writing that down. I'm literally writing, I don't know what time I woke up, but I know I wasn't going back to sleep. So I was just laying there. Just for a little bit of energy. I don't even know how you woke up, but I was like, for whatever time I woke up, to a certain point, I was like, bro, I was not whatchamacallit, bro. Yeah. Don't none of that go together. That's not an experience. Like just seeing it, it's not an experience I even want to have. I wouldn't even want to try it out. If somebody art, like just imagine just like even if you was hungry, right? Just imagine you being hungry, and somebody be like, "Yo, you want some pizza? It got pineapple and ham on it." You be like, "Nah." Bro, if somebody offered you pizza with pineapple and ham on it, you be like, "I'm good." You even if you was hungry, they be like, "Brother, you're starving. You clearly look hungry." I ain't that hungry. I ain't never gonna be that hungry to eat some pineapple and ham. Lord help me. I'll fill up on water if I got to. Bro, you ever, what you going? Supreme or deluxe with feta cheese at it. You know, part of me, I'm hearing that. What's the difference between Supreme and deluxe? or is that what you're just saying? Feta? I think, like, I know you're actually like, you actually really think that, right? But I don't think that, like, if somebody gave you, if somebody gave you a pizza, right, and was like, yeah, it's feta cheese, and you ate the whole piece, and was like, oh man, it was really good. And then they come back and be like, oh, we actually didn't have any feta cheese. We had mozzarella. I think you can understand the point. I feel like if somebody was to sit there and tell you, some say Supreme, some say Deluxe. Oh, okay. That's what you were saying. Yeah, because I was about to say, so you're just saying that you were just trying to, it's like, I don't know what side of the country you're on. You know, if it's called a hurricane, if it's on the East Coast in the Atlantic Ocean, but it's called a typhoon if it's in the Pacific Ocean. It's Pacific Ocean that it's in. Is it the Atlantic or the Pacific? So it's like, I don't know do you guys say deluxe or supreme? Whichever one, put some feta cheese on it. But the feta is in addition to mozzarella. But okay, I'm not sure, but what I'm thinking is that if somebody gave you a pizza and did not say that it had the feta on it, and they put Parmesan, put whatever, any other cheese, I'm not sure you'll be able to tell the difference. That's the point I'm making. The point I'm saying, I'm not sure if you would be like, oh yeah, I can taste the feta. I'm not sure. Especially, mind you, you said a supreme or deluxe. So there's a lot going on this pizza. There's a lot going on with this pizza. Supreme Deluxe has mushrooms and pepperoni and salt. It got a whole bunch of stuff up there. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. if it didn't have the feta, or they added a different type of cheese, I'm not. If you are able to tell, you should probably do that, for a living. You should be like a pizza taster. And everywhere you go, I'm the pizza inspector. Pepperon, pepperoncina? Is this a new? I don't. And it aces with the feta, or did you just spell? Because I know a little Italian. Did you accidentally spell pepperoncina? Chini? Pepperoni? Because pepperoncini. I never had the pepperoncini. "12 different pizza places." Oh, you are a pizza connoisseur. Hey, same time, same time. Said it at the same time. I said, yo, bro. Nah, that is a jinx, knock on wood. Bro, when I said the pizza connoisseur, that message popped up. The tangy yellow peppers. The tangy yellow peppers. Oh, man. I never had a jinx, knock on wood, on a live stream before. Same time. Pizza connoisseur. But literally, bro, we're at 12 pizza places. You know what, bro? You know what? I concede defeat. I'm not going to argue with you about this. You worked at that, there's the ethical appeal. There's pathos. There's ethos. That's the ethical appeal. Like, if it comes from a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, you just gotta take what they say. Like, they studied that. That's what they do. Logos is logical appeal. It just makes sense. But ethos, that's the ethical appeal. I worked at 12 pizza places. I kind of know my cheeses. I know what I'm saying here. I know what I'm saying here. I've been here, and there's a consistency. The bottom line, the common denominator is me. I made all the pizza business successful. I know what it takes to run a successful pizza business. This should be a whole movie. It's a whole movie. You think I'm funny? Funny how? Hey, Tony, get him out of here. They be like, you own a pizza place? You're like, yeah. He's like, what's your name? Tony, you're hired. I didn't even watch your name's Tony. Tony works at the pizza place. You're hired. The girl comes. She's like, hey, I just want to... What's your ethnicity? She's like, buongiorno. Da-da-da-da-da. She's Italian. She's hired. Oh, we like it here. Yeah, it makes sense. It's the aesthetics. The feta cheese. Feta on all the pizza. Every pizza order gets some complimentary feta cheese. It's complimentary. It goes. It's mandatory. It goes on the pizza, huh? This is no script here. We're on the spot. We're improvising, people. I had a light sleep. Checking the time. I should remember what was the first one. But I think it was like... From there, what else? There's a pizza connoisseur, right? The pizza connoisseur walks in. He orders a regular pizza. He calls you over. I didn't order feta. I know. You're welcome. Good man. He's running a popular establishment here. And literally, if you ever seen them, James, oh my goodness, bro, I don't know why. This joint is so funny. Hey, bro, this joint is lit, though. This is the scene, right? You know how people do skits and stuff? This is like the type of skits I live for. This is what I would do. It's like, you push open the door, and then it pauses. Push open the door, it pauses. And then the font comes past. I'm talking like the old school Toy Story pizza maker font. The pizza connoisseur. Pizza connoisseur walks in, sits down, lights a cigar. Give me a pizza. That's his order. What type of pizza do we give him? I don't know. The deluxe, the supreme, the pepperoni. Oh no. What type of pizza do you give him? Just here. Just give him this. Give him this right here. This pizza has feta cheese on it. You're welcome. Then the other person, the servers are all anxious, like, oh no, is he gonna like it? The boss is like, you're welcome. And then the pizza connoisseur is like, this is a proper establishment. Give me another, then I'm leaving. Cajun Alfredo dish. Chicken, sausage, shrimp, onions, green pepper, mushrooms, Asiago. You know those words? It's like, I threw some Asiago up there. What is that? I don't know. Nobody knows what it is. It sounds good. Just go along with it. The Asiago. Use the sauce and ingredients. The sauce! Sans passe. Turned it into a pizza, eh? The one with everything, eh? Eh? The pizza. Bro, I got a shirt over to you. Hold on. We're cooking here. The chat is cooking. The pizza was good, but you fail. But it's why, sir. He just turns and looks. Just the better. The better. Okay, you know the one shirt, what shirt you had on? Let's say the Rick Grimes, you should do a crossover shirt. Woody as Rick Grimes. I'm Rick James, bitch. I'm Rick Grimes. That's gonna be the name of the shirt. The name of the shirt gonna be Rick Grimes. Yo, couch. We need to do a Dave. We should have a Dave Chappelle shirt, right? Rick Grimes. Yo, couch. I'm Rick James. The point of the matter is, it's how much would you pay to have that shirt designed and custom ordered for yourself? That is the conversation. We got to move the conversation there. It's like, you know what? I would pay to have this shirt designed and ordered, even if I'm the only one that has it. It's a custom, one of one. All right. So, then I know what time I officially started moving. Started moving. Then we had this is, because I had such a, did y'all hear the geese? Why is it goose and geese and not moose and meese? Bro, I had such a great design session. I'm literally about to write, I had such a great design session. I had such a great design session. And do you know how the session ended? With an order. You know how, like, those are the types of things, bro. I had such great design session. Things that I was able to do. It was completing every design. Like, sometimes, again, I have such an influx of designs, and then I get to a point of like, okay, I'm just gonna put these two together just to get it done. And then not even fleshing out the design to like let a design sit as its own. Like it could have been like, this shirt could just be by itself. It doesn't need to get mixed with this and that, right? But it's just like, you know, it's it's like a time crunch. And even today, being on a time crunch, still getting everything done. Chain mail, kind of expensive to make. Sales high. That's something I gotta just look into. Chain mail. You said this a couple times. You know how they be like, you say something and you gotta say it multiple times, and then like for something like to register and stick with somebody. So you're serious about this? The man with the mustache. Why do you believe anything he says? He has a mustache. It's proper. Chainmail. I gotta look at that. This, oh, just hearing it though, it makes you think about. Did y'all ever? I don't know. It was either a text message or an email, and you had to keep it chain going, or else there was something was going to happen and this one whatever. I don't know. Do y'all remember? I don't know if they. I don't know if the teenagers do that nowadays. I gotta look at. Okay, I have to. I have to actually. I have to. Ask, okay, you know what? I have my iPad. I'm gonna do that next. I'll do that. I'm gonna literally look up what this. But let me finish my journal. Had a great design session. Flushed out every design. Flushed out every design concept, and to the point there was where I didn't have to like mix up certain things just to say that it was done. And the other little like cherry on top on that, it was I did another I made another shirt. I also made it cheaper. And so one of the things was because I did everything I wanted to do, right? And so one of the conversations yesterday, uh, it was like you should make a whatchamacallit t-shirt. Um, okay. But. You should make a whatchamacallit t-shirt. Literally a whatchamacallit, right? So that it was like I even did that, like the cherry on top of just extra designs, fleshed out every design concept. Um, what the thing I want to say is like I fleshed out every design concept and I didn't have to. Let me just write that on the next one. Some designs. So one of the one of that sayings like with the Pokemon Gen 1, Gen 2. That, fleshing out that, right? That's an example. I should be on design even for it's supposed to say simplicity. No. I had such a great design session. I was able to flesh out every design concept. Two designs were extra just because. Two designs were extra just because. So the bandana, I did end up just going back through and I did just end up putting that bandana design on the back of her shirt and it was like a just cause. And the whatchamacallit. And I called it a little bit of everything. The bandana design on the shirt, and then that one. So there was that. So, and then the other thing to note was I was able to flesh out every design concept, even allowing certain designs to just be simple as is on its own. And then I was able to also make a couple extra designs that were not part of the plan. And even actually, so the probably would have been four. Um, Chaotic neutral, neutral evil. Now it was that, and then those other little added steps, the other added steps of like the aesthetic cleanup steps. So the I'm just writing that down just because that's how precise, that's how efficient this design session was. Fleshing out all the designs, actually made 4 extra designs that were not part of the plan originally. Then it's still also, this one I might put this all together. I want to make sure I'm writing straight as I write it though. It was adding um, update each collection. Well, that needed to be updated. If I say, okay, this shirt goes in this collection, this shirt goes in this collection. Update the collection. Change again, like the first picture, like if shirt only has something on the back, then just change the picture so that is shown first. Update collection. And so update, I'm gonna just say update lead picture. It was the updating the lead picture, update collection, update the lead picture. And there's like, these are like the little small little aesthetic things. I'm just gonna write that down too. As far as like, because in the last design session, I had to go back. Sometimes like my initial idea is like good as is, but then sometimes it's just like to see it offered in another color. I might add that which one, but I just feel like there were 3 that are like aesthetic, things. Added to the collection, update lead picture. Mm-hmm. But it comes back to me. Update collection, update lead picture. So I'll make that as another point. As I was designing, making sure offered in multiple colors. Each one though too. But it's only I'm gonna go with the sand color and the black anyway. And so like that's how like efficient, like so particular I was like in doing all that. This was a really great design session. I was even like, as far as it being a blog type of thing and a fashion discourse, like adding the commentary on the shirts. And I think the last thing before I had to whatchamacallit, ordered the bandana. So that was how the session ended, and that is just that is beautiful. Like this is I'm not gonna say the best, but it is definitely it was worth me sitting there being very detailed about it. So this session was I had a number of designs that I wanted to do. I had enough time to flesh out each design and then also make 4 extra designs. Still went back, updated the collection, sorted each shirt into certain collections that it may need to go. Lead picture, and those are aesthetic cleanups. One of the key things I just like noticing for myself, like one time I'm sitting there and it was like, oh, go back, this shirt would look good in this and this color. So, but me doing that, me like having that experience and then me going out like, okay, yeah, I got it, boom, boom, boom. Like doing that as I'm designing them. So it wasn't like I had to go back and do it. And then also adding commentary so that it's like a fashion vlog, a fashion blog. And then the major highlight, it was like just I was this was literally like so playing Metroid. Damn, I gotta go charge my phone. So playing Metroid, uh, you know, it like the first thing on Metroid is like there's a timer and you gotta get out of there. And I got out of there with like 20 seconds left or something. So it was one of those things. And it was like the last few minutes. It was like this actual timer, um, and I made the order. And so as you can see, the name of the bandana is called Me and Bailey would have had matching bandanas. Me and Bailey would have had matching bandanas. Because if Bailey was alive, I would have got her one, I would have got myself one. And this is just the other thing I was just noticing about this. I literally saw like a title or it was like a post and it was like, what should you title it? Right? As far as like art. And then one of the thing was it being the which one you want to remember it or any of that, but it was evoke the emotion, the consequence. They was like that's what you should title it. So there was some discourse and about that, but we might be able to have it here. We might be able to have it here. That I wouldn't mind talking about that next. But that was something I was thinking about. I thought about like what should I name the bandana? Like the shirt, design that has the bandana, whatchamacallit, on the back of it, that one's called A Little Bit of Everything, right? But as I was whatchamacallit, I was like, I'm gonna title it that. Me and Bailey would have had matching bandanas. Me and Bailey would have had matching bandanas. So the cheaper one I'll probably make is the next one, the next design that I do have. But we'll see. We'll wait. We'll wait. But I'm excited. Got something to look forward to. And anything else? Those things. So that's everything from this design session. Anything else? Trying to think. Anything else? Yeah. Successful design session. That was really nice.